Hello everyone, it's me here, and today we're going to be crocheting this cute amigurumi pumpkin. It's extremely simple to make and it's great for decor for the fall. And yeah, let's get into the video. The materials you need for this project are scissors. I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, a sewing needle, this is optional but a safety pin, and yarn. Alright, we're going to start our pumpkin off with a magic circle with 6 stitches in it. If you don't know how to do a magic circle, I do have a tutorial on it on my channel. You can just go ahead and look at that, but just 6 stitches and I'll meet you back when you're done. Alright, once you've started your stitch marker, we'll move on to our next row. The next row we're going to do 2 single crochet in every one of these 6 stitches. Just 1 and 2 in each stitch all the way around. Continue to do that to get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 12 stitches. Okay, so in our next row, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 1, and then 2 single crochet. Continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 18 stitches. Okay, now in our next row, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet. 1 and 2, and then 2 single crochet. Just continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 24 stitches. Alright, this is going to be our last row of increase. We're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 single crochet. Continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 30 stitches. Okay, now after we've done all of our increasing, we're going to start our just normal rows. We're going to do 1 single crochet in every one of these stitches for 6 rows. Just all the way around 6 times. It'll take a little while, but meet you back here when you're done. Okay, once you're finally done with your 6 rows, we're going to move to our decreasing rows. We're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then decrease. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 together. Go into the first stitch, pull through. Instead of pulling through again, I'm going to go into the second stitch, pull through, and then pull through all 3 loops. Just a quick little demonstration. So continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 24 stitches. Okay, in the next row we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 together. 1 and 2, and 2 together. Continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker. At the end you should have 18 stitches. Okay, so we're going to pause here, look at our stitch marker, and pull this so we don't lose our stitch, so we could stuff our pumpkin. Now, it's really important on this part that you don't overstuff your pumpkin, or when we finish it off, it'll make it really difficult for the next step. So just stuff it enough. This might be too much. Just stuff it enough where it's round. It's really important you don't stuff too much. Just like that. That should be enough. So once you're done stuffing, me back here. Okay, once you finish stuffing and have inserted your stitch marker, we can move on to our next row. In the next row, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 together. You just want to press the stuffing down with your finger as you're crocheting. 1 and then 2 together. Continue to do that till you get to your stitch marker, and you should have 12 stitches. Okay, now we're going to do our last round. We're just going to do 2 together in every 2 stitch, in every of these 2 stitches, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just do that till you get to your stitch marker, and at the end you should have 6 stitches. Alright, now we've done our last row. We have our little orange ball. You can just slip stitch into the next stitch. And this part is really important that you cut an incredibly long tail, because you're really going to need it in the next step. So make it nice and long. And pull it through. Okay, so now we just get our handy dandy sewing needle and safety pin. So what I do with the safety pin is stick it into my needle and take the end of my yarn and pull it through. This is just how I thread my needle. You just want to tie it up. In there. Now we're just going to sew close the rest of these 6 stitches. Now, the best way to do this time is to go in this stitch and then out the next stitch. Excuse me, from the camera. Just back and forth. And get back to the beginning. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're just gonna, pull it closed. It's gonna make it easier for when we sew in our stem. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make the bumps in our pumpkin. So, what you're going to do is pull that tight. You're going to go into that hole there and come out where we first started our pumpkin. That hole down there. I'm going to pull it through. Until you have a ball at the end of a string, kind of. Now what you do is, you go back into the top and come out the bottom again. And what that'll do is make an end in our pumpkin. So you want to make sure you pull this tight. Not too tight, but tight enough to where it actually makes an imprint in the side. There you go, like that. That's why it was important not to overstuff it earlier. You just want to keep doing that, either 4 times or 8 times. If you want a really visual looking pumpkin, like you can really tell all the bumps in it and stuff, then you might want to do it 8 times. But if you want it just to be a normal size pumpkin, you only have to do it 4. So yeah, I'll do that with you guys this time. I'm gonna do it 8 times. At this point, if you're gonna do 8, you wanna go down each of those 4 sections we made. And down the last one. Right down the middle. And so now we have our little bumpy pumpkin. We just go to the bottom and find one of these. Use whatever one you want. I keep bumping the camera. And insert it anywhere else in the pumpkin. Got scissors and cut it. So yeah, that's our pumpkin. Now on to the stem. Okay, now for the stem, I would usually use brown, but I thought the moss green would be easier to see on camera. So for the stem, we're going to do some different stitches, some that we haven't done on this channel before, but don't fret because I will show you how to do them. So the first thing we're going to do is make a slip knot. Down, pull through, and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in the first stitch, besides this one, in the first stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. Now, how you do a double crochet is you wrap your yarn around your hook like this, and you insert into that stitch. Grab your yarn and pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. What you're going to do now is you're going to pull through the first 2 loops, 1 and 2. Now you should have 2 loops on your hook. Then you pull through both of those. I will make a video on how to make a double crochet, but that's it for now. You can rewind it if you need to see it again. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. So once again, you wrap your yarn around your hook and insert into the stitch. Grab some yarn and pull through, but instead you're going to pull through all 3 stitches at once. 1, 2, and 3. And that's your half double crochet. Now in the next couple stitches, we already know what to do. We're going to do, in the next stitch, we're going to do just 1 single crochet. And in the last stitch, we're going to do a slip stitch. So go in, pull through, and pull through again. So now you could just cut the tail and pull through both. Now what I like to do is tie the ends like this. And then cut the shorter end just a bit. Now we're going to pull back out our sewing needle and safety pin and thread our needle. and tie it closed. Okay, now we're gonna sew our stem onto our pumpkin. So all you gotta do is put it into the hole at the top, stick it through the hole at the bottom, and pull it tight. You can either make your stem short by pulling it in more, or you can pull it out just a bit so it sticks out and it can bend in that little pumpkin-like way. And at the bottom, you just tie a knot. Oh, my nails keep snagging on this stuff. And go through the hole, stick it out to somewhere else, pull through, and cut off. And that is how we crochet our small pumpkin. It is actually very small compared to my medium-sized pumpkin. Let me show you. This is the medium size. This is the small size. I will be making a tutorial to make this medium-sized one, and then another tutorial how to make a bigger one. But that's all for now. Yeah, that's our small pumpkin. I hope this video was easy to follow and you enjoyed following it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.